Good. Yeah, we are waiting for Mr. Swane. Okay. Um, welcome to NGM Kasim Oscar. This is our sports that normally comes your way on every Thursday from the hours of 5 to 5:40. But it seems like today the time has already fly out, and then we're going to have some few minutes to discuss about the upcoming Gambia qualifiers for the World Cup for the Scorpions. Let me just say welcome to the program, Mr. Oscar.
Thank you very much, Usman BI, and I'm so excited to be part of this program for the first time. Even though
Hmm.
you are not going to talk about my favorite sport, that is basket, but I am excited.
Hmm.
Hence I am a sport journalist. We are not just
Hmm.
only limited to one sport. So I love talking
Yeah.
about football, particularly the Gambia national team. So it's all pleasure for me
Good.
to be on the platform, and I hope to do my best for this episode.
Good. Can you tell us who is Kasim Oscar before we get started to the program?
All right, quickly, Kasim Oscar, as you said, is a Gambian sport journalist who recently specified more report on basketball reporting than any other sports. But notwithstanding, or nonetheless, I am still also engaged in other sports as well. That is why I accepted the request of NGM to join them on their platform today to talk about the two important fixtures that are coming for the Gambia National Scorpion World Cup qualifiers.
Hmm.
So I hail from Basse, a village called
Hmm.
Sare Alpha, and I work with Star FM Radio, and also currently I am the media communication officer for Gambia Basketball Association.
Good. As you rightly mentioned, Gambia is on the verge of playing two crucial games in the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Kenya on the 9th and on the 5th against Burundi. Can you tell us how prepared the Scorpion is going into those two games?
Yeah, I think uh, with few days to go before these two crucial games or weeks, we haven't heard from the Gambia Football Federation that much. Lately,
Mhm.
I saw a story from the Gambian Journal.
Mhm.
They interviewed the Gambia Football Federation communication officer, that is Babukar Kamara,
Mhm.
who was lamenting so many challenges, struggles they are
Mhm.
facing as the federation ahead of these two games. So
Mhm.
obviously, I personally will say I don't think that the preparation is going so far smoothly for them ahead
Mhm.
of these two crucial fixtures. But I hope
Mhm.
with few days to come, they will be able to make their house in order and get
Mhm.
all the necessary logistics for the team, for the preparation or for the qualifiers, so that we can
Mhm.
go into these two games with a good preparation, with
Mhm.
good mind, and also mentality as well.
Yeah, I should like to mention what Babkar Kamara was saying in that interview was like we are not playing at home, we are playing away, and then they were just trying to discuss with the Kenya Football Federation so that they will allow the Gambia to play their games inside Kenya. But according to the report, what Kenya government or their federation is asking is around 29,000 US dollars for the Gambia to pay for them to play their games inside Kenya, and it's a bit high in terms of the price. And then GFA are just trying to discuss with them so that they can lower the price. How do you see it? Is it not late for the Gambia to discuss something like that in terms of hosting or in terms of playing their games inside Kenya?
Yeah, I think it's very frustrating
Hmm.
for a citizen, for a fan, and even the players or the administrators, and also the stakeholders as well. If it was only 1 year or just a period of short time, we could have
Hmm.
understand. But like we have been in this situation, Usman, for since 2022, 2023, I guess. I could remember
Hmm.
I, I traveled as a journalist to Senegal to cover the game Gambia versus South Sudan, in which
Hmm.
Abdullah Jallo scores the only lone goal for
Hmm.
qualification of the African Cup of Nations 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire. So this is
Hmm.
very frustrating. Look at the amount of money they have been charged
Hmm.
just to
Hmm.
play in that particular stadium. It's expensive. It's very, very,
Mhm.
very expensive. As they will always say, Gambia is a country where you don't have that much natural resources or fund to compare with
Mhm.
other countries. But I believe it's going to
Mhm.
be a very big financial burden on the
Mhm.
federation.
Mhm. Well, as you rightly mentioned, it is a bit frustrating. Many people definitely say that Gambia always have a late preparations when it comes to their national team or other sporting activities. This one, the stadium, there was a time the ministry said Gambia will be playing their next games, World Cup qualifiers inside the Gambia. But last week, I would say within few days, CAF just came and then released a statement that the Scorpions of the Gambia will not play their games inside the Gambia. How damaging was this for the national team and also the fans that are waiting for the Gambia to play their home games inside the Gambia?
Osman, I think the players are used to playing now away from the Gambia. It's 4 years now,
Mhm.
I guess.
Mhm.
4 years or 3 years, we haven't played or we haven't watched Gambia national team playing at home. So for me, I don't
Mhm.
think it's going to be a bad mood for them, or there will be a distraction for them not playing at home. But like for the
Mhm.
fans, they will be disappointed. They will be
Mhm.
disappointed. They believe it's high time for them to also have the opportunity to watch these players play back at home.
Mhm.
Before the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, the team was
Mhm.
due to play or train at the national stadium, which was
Mhm.
even a ticketing. But major look, the stadium was full to its capacity,
Mhm.
but unfortunately, the players didn't turn out to play or to
Mhm.
train in front of the fans. Just look
Yeah.
at that moment and that big picture. Talkless,
Mhm.
talkless of if it was Gambia is going to play these two games back at home in Bakau, it's just going to
Mhm.
give us back the crowd that we last used to be seen when Gambia was playing against when Gambia was playing during the qualifiers, where we are our
Mhm.
first qualification to the African Cup of Nations, and also like
Sure.
around 2009 when Gambia played against Senegal and also Guinea Conakry, which we drew
Mhm.
2-2 at the Independence Stadium around 2007, 8, 9, 10. So
Mhm.
I think for the fan side, they'll be disappointed, and
Mhm.
like it's gonna cost the federation also and even the Gambia government a lot of money
Mhm.
traveling all the way to East Africa to play World Cup qualifiers is going to
Mhm.
cost us a lot of money. Already it has.
Exactly.
To
Mhm.
play, just to be able to play at the venue, they are asking
Mhm.
nothing less than 39,000 US dollars, I guess, or 30,000 US dollars.
Mhm.
Is just to be able to play at the venue, which is equivalent to
Mhm.
almost nearly $2 million is plus. So I believe this is just frustrating and disappointing. It's very, very high time now
Mhm.
we do what is supposed to be done so that
Mhm.
our stadium will be back to us and we will be
Mhm.
able to host games there. It will be the best
Mhm.
for the players, for the federation, and also for the fans as well.
But who is to be blamed in this for the unfitness of the Independence Stadium? Is this the Ministry of Youth and Sports or the Gambia Football Federation Stadium Management Board?
That's a tough question, and I don't want to. I think yeah, it's a tough question. Let's forget about blaming.
Mhm.
Okay, example, when we say, okay, Kasim is to be blamed, okay, everybody say, Kasim, yata Gambia Stadium be parewut. Wa yata Stadium
Mhm.
be parewut. Okay, mana len wa nanguna mamata. Manyo mana len
Mhm.
bala lemma. Degal lemma.
Mhm.
Jafe bila am. Af tolof bila am. Lolu mota affaire bi hew.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
they will forgive me. I will be
Yeah.
forgiven, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, the best thing is let's move forward. Everybody,
Mhm.
for me, if I'm to blame, I will blame everybody. I will blame the
Mhm.
government. I will blame the Minister of Youth and Sports. I will
Mhm.
blame National Sport Council, and I will blame
Mhm.
the Gambia Football Federation.
Mhm.
Talk less of the national, like the stadium organizing committee as well.
Mhm.
Something that is a national event is going
Mhm.
on. Refurbishment, yeah, renovation is going on. My friend,
Mhm.
all the
Mhm.
necessary stakeholders, all the necessary things, people should be notified. This is going
Mhm.
on. Kuneka, not the house, si wargalam ku nekk na def wargalam si mbir we work. But now, if you say, okay, the break you have to go to the Minister of Youth and Sports, they also point finger to the Gambia Football Federation. Gambia Football Federation will point finger to the Gambia government. Gambia government will point finger to who? To the contractor. I heard that the contractor was giving money, he's not doing the work.
Yeah.
That talk doesn't hold water. For me, the way I say it doesn't hold water, my friend. I cannot give, as me as a president, I cannot give contractor Mr. X or Y, do this for me. We sign a contract and you are not doing your expectation or responsibilities, and I just go silence on that. One person interest is hurting the whole country. Does that make sense? It
Honestly,
doesn't.
no.
So for me, the blame will go to all those departments I mentioned, including me myself as well, the media. The media. For me, I felt the media also didn't do their expectation or what is expected of them because
But
if the accurate information were not designated accurately. I have problem with that. That is why I'm also putting in our domain there. Media.
but for the media, I personally and others might say that no, we don't have any role to play when it comes to stadium management.
No,
How can we
not
blame?
about the management, not
Yeah,
about the management of the stadium, but when the work,
yeah,
when the construction or renovation started,
yeah.
the Gambia Sport Journalists Association should have MOU with the Ministry of Youth and Sports or the Gambia Football Federation, National Sport Council. Look, we also have a role to play in this. We also have a role to play in this. Look at the time they announced on social media that the Gambia Stadium has been free to host games or has been cleared, certified to host games, which was not
Exactly.
accurate. How many journalists posted that on their social media?
Sure, sure.
It's
Yeah, you are
plenty,
right on
and that was not
that.
accurate. So we have seen Minister of Youth and Sport coming with a counter attack on journalists, National Sport Council as well. And so you see, these are things that I said. That's why I said I will put the media also blamable on this issue.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now we are playing Kenya on the first and then of September, and then on the fifth we are playing against Burundi. Do you think we have any chance of winning those two games?
Obviously, I think we might not be in the same category with Kenya
Mhm, mhm,
because the Harembe Stars in the previous years we used to see some of their one or two players dwelling in the top leagues in Europe, the French league
mhm,
and also the English Premier League. That is, you have Victor Wanyama, one of their best
mhm.
or highly rated player, but who is no
Sure.
more now active playing. But
Mhm.
being managed by one of the continent finest strikers, that is Benny McCarthy, former South
South
Africa,
Africa.
and also Everton striker. I think
Mhm,
it's going to be a very interesting game. But like, look at the Gambian team. We have three highly rated players: Yankuba
mhm,
Minte, Usman, Omar Koli Rada, and
mhm.
Modu Baro. I think
Yeah.
Musa Baro Rada. These are
Sabaro.
our
Yeah.
three highly rated talk about players. But
Mhm.
how sharp are they currently ahead of this game?
Yeah.
I think there will be some few questions.
Yeah.
The Premier League started not long ago. We have seen Yankuba Minte featured for Brighton in their 1-1 draw against Fulham. The
Mhm,
Saudi Arabian League, I don't think it has started. That,
mhm,
and we have Omar Koli, who was in negotiation with several clubs to settle in
mhm,
for another club before these
mhm,
two games. So I think here is the right time, Coach
mhm,
Jonathan McKinstry, to
mhm,
try and stamp his authority to the team
mhm,
in terms of selection, in terms of
mhm,
player picking for match days,
mhm,
because I can say the honeymoon between him and the fans is
mhm.
coming to an end.
Yeah.
It's coming to an end.
Mhm.
Results are desperately needed. And we all know this is World Cup qualifiers. Gambia started playing football since the early 70s
mhm,
or since we got independent in 1965. We never
mhm,
qualify for the World Cup
mhm,
competition. And
mhm.
this is the world most prestigious football tournament,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Yes.
every country dreams to play in this competition. So if you ask me
Mhm,
about Gambia chances of these two games against Burundi and Kenya, it's very tough.
mhm,
It's very tough. It's very cagey. It can be either
mhm,
ways. It can be Gambia game. It can be Kenya game. It can be Kenya game. It can be Gambia game, or it can be Burundi game. It can be Gambia game
mhm.
because it's football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have heard you talking about the honeymoon between the coach and the fans, Gambians. I want to ask you this question: how will you do you think we are in the right direction with the current coach, Jonathan McKinstry?
Yeah, I think he's a good coach. He's also trying to build up something. You know, nowadays football, it's not
Mhm.
easy it's just easy to reap success quickly. Even though
Yeah.
you brought in new players to your club or to your team, you need
Mhm.
time, and with that time, that is the time you will try to see how best the players will adapt to your DNA of football. I
Mhm.
think he is still in that process, but
Mhm.
he also have to put it in his mind that he's dealing with a country that you know that they are very hesitant when it comes to
Mhm.
results. Gambian football fans are very hesitant.
Sure.
I might not say they are desperate, but they are very hesitant in seeing things happen.
Mhm.
So the coach has to put that in in the back of his mind.
Mhm.
It's World Cup. The guy he succeeded was criticized, but he have
Mhm.
did well for Gambian football. That is Tom Sanford. Among the
Mhm.
criticizers or the critics of him is me, Kasim Oscar. I was
Mhm.
criticizing him because of his DNA football wasn't that much
Yeah.
attractive. But
Mhm.
results, he was granting results, even though it's not coming in the way we wanted as fans.
Mhm.
So he have to also put that in his mind.
Mhm.
So that is why I said his
Mhm.
honeymoon with the players and the fans is coming
Mhm.
to an end. Now is now time for him to
Mhm.
give back results to the fans and let them
Mhm.
have that belief in yes. Jonathan McKinstry is the guy. Just give him time.
Do you think the Gambia will be able to qualify for the World Cup for the first time?
If I'm to be sincere with your question, Usman,
Mhm.
I don't think Gambia will qualify for the World Cup 2026 in America, Mexico, Canada.
Why?
You know why? You know
Mhm.
why? Yes, because we have seen since this coach came in, how we
Yeah.
played,
Mhm.
accumulate in the number
Mhm.
of games we played.
Yes.
So that alone could be enough. And this is
Mhm.
World Cup. A country that is not that financially strong, that plays
Mhm.
majority of their games away from Banjul, their capital.
Mhm.
Miracle happens in football. But also
Yeah.
if you show the heart, if you
Mhm.
show the heart, the winning heart, yeah, miracle can come on your way. You kick the ball, everybody knows that it's going off the post. Miracle will
Mhm.
happen. It go on target and eventually happens to be a goal.
Yeah.
But the way things are going, the things that are surrounding our qualifiers,
Mhm.
I don't believe I don't believe Gambia will qualify for the African Cup of for the World Cup in this place in
Mhm.
America. The
Yeah.
trajectory the trajectory is not promising. Look at our
Mhm.
performance in our last major competition, that is the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Our performance. How was our
Mhm.
performance there? And after there, how were our games performance, both
Mhm.
international and also qualifiers?
Mhm.
Any game we play, even though we win, you will still see so many rooms of improvement.
Mhm.
We A team cannot qualify for major tournament to rely
Mhm.
only on individual brilliance.
Mhm.
Gambia national team, We don't have that specific player that we will rely on. Okay, this guy is consistent. He will give us the performance. Match one, match two, match three, up to match four. This game, if Mutabaro Spark, alongside Yankuba Minte, Omar Koli, or our midfield will be fragile. The following game, if you have a very solid defensive performance, or yes, defensive performance, our attack will be less. You see, so these are some of the things I put in my mind. Though many fans will be mad with me, but that is my opinion. My opinion and my intention and what is in my heart is different. Every Gambian or every citizen of a country will definitely love to see his or her country in every sporting competition. But at times there are competitions, automatically clear that the chances are not that much big. But that won't stop you still saying your opinion and also encouraging fans to go and watch, support, and pray for the team. Whenever we are playing, that's what we say. Let's pray for the Scorpions, they are in actions. So let's pray. Let's pray so that what my opinion gave me about these qualifiers doesn't come true. So if that happens, I have the right to jubilate. I have also the right to say, oh, actually, I am surprised. The Scorpion definitely surprised me or proved me wrongly. I was not having hope or belief in them. But wow, they saw me. This is football. Sometimes it is unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me with the current players we have in Europe, more especially others are signing contract recently. Even since for the past 2 3 weeks, players are signing contract. I still believe if we are unable to qualify for the upcoming World Cup, but, World Cup after that, I think that is a big chance for Nigeria to qualify because with the current we have in Europe.
Osman, Ghana failed to qualify in one of the African Cup of Nations qualifier. In the African Cup of Nations, this recently concluded African Cup of Nations. Ghana didn't qualify.
Sure.
And they have good players. They have players in Europe, I can say, more than the Gambia.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't qualify. Sometimes it's not about having number of players in the Premier League and also having
Yeah.
number of players signing contract to
Yeah.
European clubs. It's not about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about performance. It's about performance.
Sure.
How often are our players performing weekly
Mm-hmm.
or regularly? That is it.
Mm-hmm.
And also how good our coach is in
Mm-hmm.
trying to bring these players together. We may have a lot of players outside or in European countries, but when they are together on national duty, the
Mm-hmm.
grinding process is slow. We have seen this happening to a lot of countries in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it? So that is why I am saying, like, we shouldn't be hesitant
Mm-hmm.
in the players. Okay, we have the players, we have a lot of players in Europe or European clubs. But
Mm-hmm.
how often those days do they play in their clubs respectively?
Sure.
So these are some of the factors.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me just take you back from the Scorpions. Recently, I have seen that Real de Banjul are on the qualifiers for the CAF Champions League, and they will not also play their home game in the Gambia. Do you think Real de Banjul got the financial support, or they are capable of playing their home game maybe in Senegal or other country? Maybe because some resource or some report are saying that if it's not Senegal, they'll be playing their home games in Morocco. Do you think they'll be able to do that with the current financial struggle the teams are in the Gambia?
Football is expensive, and the way football is being governed in the Gambia, there is no money. I think these
Mm-hmm.
are some of the reasons why many stakeholders are not getting the sponsorship from businessmen, philanthropists. So,
Mm-hmm.
Real de Banjul, being one of the most decorated and richest, or maybe richest or established clubs in the Gambian football, if they
Yeah.
are playing their games outside this country, definitely
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be very, very constrained for them. There will be a lot of financial constraint on them on their soldiers, because this
Mm-hmm.
CAF competition is very good when you are able to play at your own home ground. At least the little
Sure.
money you will generate there to manage to win games or to qualify
Mm-hmm.
from stage one to another stage can,
Mm-hmm.
for a Gambian standard, can be very,
Mm-hmm.
very, very, very impactful. But
Mm-hmm.
if Rwanda Banjul wants to get into this CAF qualifiers by the intention of playing their games outside the Gambia, my friend, it's just like we are running a business at a zero cost or at a zero profit,
Mm-hmm.
as a zero profit, because everything is going to be expensive. If at all Real Banjul plays in the Gambia or Brikama Box Bar or in Bakau,
Mm-hmm.
Usman, Hawks football fan will go and support. Will buy a
Sure.
ticket and go and support. Even
Exactly.
Kuta Jumbo in Basse, a third division team, a fans
Mm-hmm.
residing in Combo will buy a ticket and go and buy. But if they play
Yeah.
in Senegal or other country, who is there? Which fan is there to go that extra lines or beyond that
Mm-hmm.
to go and watch Real Banjul outside the Gambia and pay ticket? No one. No one. So these are some of the problems we are having. Not long ago, we have seen Berewulen women's team participating in the Wapu Zone A qualifiers. Look at the problems they had. So even on their coaches' side, most of their coaches, some of them were not even licensed or certified, having the qualification to be in some of their games. You see? So this is it. Are you getting it? Hello? Hello?
I think the host just dropped out. Just give him a couple of minutes. Get in. Yeah, our host just dropped out. So, guys who are watching, just give them a couple of minutes.